Ample will win the kickoff. Bobbert is swinging around, and Ample comes in. And last time Pantheon was on this field, they had upset the #1 seed. So they're going to try to keep that momentum going and essentially have to upset the #5 now. Touch there, Swift sends it out, rolls it up the wall as Bobbert gets over. Swinging Ample, just going right alongside him through the field, and Swift plays it well. So Swift, I was fortunate enough to cast their series leading up to this semifinals berth, and they had a tough little contest against middle of the pack gaming, but obviously they were able to come out on top of that one as Ample is trying to get tricky in the truck as it's 0-0 now. Touch here, Bobbert with the air carry and sends it airmail to the net. What a play here.
Can I get a oh yeah?
And Slappy gets kind of baited in to contest the shot, and right when he does, Bobbert pops up, gets the carry over, and does it well enough to get it pretty much to the goal with minimal help from the defender there, Slappy. Bobbert looking for more points. He 50s in, and it's Bobbert, and they look like they will get that momentum going.
So, you like kicking butts, do ya?
Nice goal there for Bobbert, the captain of Pantheon. And he is doing a lot for his team right now. So Nitro, I was talking about you last series, man. What made you decide to go for Pantheon? Is it just the seeding, the underdogs? Touch here for Ample. Ample gets dunked. Swings around the corner. Goes to the other end. Bobbert puts one on. Looks a little high. And Swift was not waiting to see if there was a shooter there. He puts it out to his corner. But they are back on defense again. Lost channel points on Lighten up earlier. Ooh, okay, okay. Ample touching, drops it to midfield. Swift gets the delivery right in his lap. But now he's having a hard time dealing with this one. Bobbert will scrape it off his Octane, and he might slice it at the net. Good cross. Ample was on the play, but now it's a full field snipe for Slappy.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
So Pantheon with the 1-goal lead now. Lighten up. Doesn't look like they're going to make it easy on them. Cheat up on the kickoff as Swift gets 50 by Bobbert. So it's what's more interesting about Bobbert having such a great showing early on is the fact that it was Ample that was tearing up the lobby when they were able to upset the #1. So if they're both humming and singing shots, I don't think there's really a team that wants to see them. I know that Shack Attack is watching the game, watching on to see who their opponent will be in the finals of this bracket. As Shack Attack has had some battles of their own on their journey to the finals. Swift, ball's gonna drop in front of him. He should put a shot on. I think he was looking for infield pass. And Slappy gets a minor distraction, but it does not affect his ability to score here.
That was legitness.
Again, just a little detour, taking the scenic route to the net. But we are tied 2-2. Kickoff, Swift to catch. Bobbert comes up on the play. Ample in the corner. And he sends it midfield. What up, Davey? It's not the new FIFA. You almost made me look at my my stream title. Touch there, which actually reminds me I need to update that. So touching there, lighten up. They're, you know, not lightening up. Right here, it is tied 2-2 to see who flinches first. Pantheon came out 2-0 early, but ever since then have allowed 2 unanswered goals. As now we are below 1 minute. Touch there from Ample. He goes high. Does he have a shooter? It's Bobbert. And this is what they're able to do.
También se prepara este mangranero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo a Cristiano, Cristiano del área, sigue Cristiano. ¡No!
Just a great setup by Ample there. Maybe some of you in the chat thought, well, he probably could have made it on that initial touch. But the pass was just as good, if not better. Swift was staring at the play the entire time. And before he could react to anything, Bobbert was already on him, ready to shoot, ready to score as they take a late 1-goal lead. Touch there, Slappy in the air. Ample sends it the other way. He's looking to catch his own shot, but sends it to blue corner. And I think it's worth noting that both these teams had a 5-game series to get to the semifinals. So to say that both teams are battle tested would be an understatement. But it is Pantheon that gets the first win here. It is a best-of-7 series. Bobbert with the hat trick, 549 and 5 shots. He's going to leave the assist and save to his partner Ample. And again, this is an interesting stat line because it's really Ample the one that was able to pop off. So if, like I was saying earlier, if they're both hot, if they're both playing on fire and just pitch perfect Rocket League, it may be a long day for Lighten Up. So Lighten Up looking to make some adjustments here coming into game 2. Still a close opening contest. Ample looking to dribble. Gets it with the Ford. Coming out of the corner, good cross there. But the mid-air 50 will take it out of shooting contention as we get a demo there.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
Bobbert puts it down to Swift. Swift gonna slow the pace up a little bit. He had a lot of boost to work with, but I think he wanted to get a little tricky with his touches and tempo as Ample tries a wall pinch. And he beats Swift on the net, but doesn't have the boost to bring it back in as we get a miscommunication and double commit from Pantheon on the wall. Bobbert sends it the other way, dropping to Swift. Swift puts it at the net, and it's a little wide left. Misses by inches as Swift serves it up to orange goal. Bobbert bounces out of the corner. Ample already up in the air. No touch for him as Bobbert is going to have to race back to his net, but he has to defend the 2v1, and look at this. Lighten Up knew they had the 2v1 probably before I said it. Swift baits him in. He sees his man Slappy down there, and Slappy slaps it in. 1-0 for Lighten Up. And this is pretty much exactly what they want. They're already down in the series. You don't want to go down 2-0, even though it is a best-of-7. You know, you want to take a hold of the series yourself. This is dropping down to the turf. Bobbert to catch. He's got the 1v1. He's had success here. Shot and save. Swift on defense. Slappy going the other way. And Ample is just very, very speedy in the forward as Bobbert helps out on defense. Okay, nice shot, goes the other way. Slappy on the breakaway. That looks a little wide. And he finishes it with some help from Ample. You see Ample coming out of topside goal there.
Damn it, Bobby.
And it's really hard. As funny as it looks, it's really hard to put too much blame on Ample. I mean, you have to be there. You have to address the ball. It's just the way of the pinch sometimes. As Ample speeds back to his side of the field. Sends a dart to the other end, but Slappy collects it immediately. As they're volleying the ball back and forth. Nice win there by Bobbert. Crossing and Ample. Vince watching out in the chat. I believe he's their sub.
Like that!
But Ample has the purple smoke in the blue net to let him know he scored. Cuts the lead in half, 2-1. Lighten says Ample's built tough. Touch here, down from the ceiling, and what a shot from Ample! And these two teams looks like they're in for another slobber knocker of a battle. Ample's able to split the post there. And just like that, we are tied with about half the game to go in game 2. Bounces anybody's ball. Pretty much a fake kickoff reset as Slappy sends to the other side of the field. Ample touches it, sends it the other way. He's coming around the corner. He's looking for a bump, but Slappy is unfazed. Good touch there. Bobbert keeping offensive live, sends it right to the net. Good cross here. Swift. Let's hold on here. Swift. Trying to generate some offense out of the corner, but Ample is very, very good at handling the ball. He never really lets it off his truck too far. He seems like he's always poised and in control. Pass there. Bobbert with the redirect. And Ample to catch out of the corner. And look at this. The agility that Ample has on display right now, especially in the F-150. Drops it down as Bobbert sends it the other way. That might hit the ceiling. It'll waterfall. Bobbert perhaps needed some boost. I think if he had launched himself into a power hit, he may have been able to angle it down. But we will remain tied in what could have very well been another late lead for them. Vince says, I ain't no sub. Drops down and just grazes the ball. Doesn't get enough on it. 30 seconds remaining. Swift and Slappy had another 2v1, but Swift unable to negotiate it all the way over to his shooting partner, Slappy. In game number 2, looks like the stage is set for an overtime. Swift sends it away. He's coming around the corner, coming around the bend. I thought it might come down there. Ball remains. Clock needs to be at 0, and it hits. 2-2. Kickoff coming. Nice 50. Ample up in the air. Goes high. Bomber misses, and this very well should be a lighten up score. Slappy crosses. Swift rolls it in. Nice adjustment. Lighten up with the overtime victory.
Can I get a oh yeah?
And Slappy, that's the second time he's been able to get a mild wall trap and pinch. I thought there may have been some luck associated with that last scoring sequence he had, but he looks like he's built to do it as we are tied 1-1. So like I was saying, both teams last week in the quarterfinals found themselves in a 5-game series to advance here. So they have a level of stamina to them. They have that clutch factor to them. But best of 7 is that much different. If it goes the full 7, I wouldn't be sure who to give the advantage to. But both teams look like they're here to trade some blows. Swift trying to get around, going 1-to-1 with Bobbert, and he puts some sauce on it.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Lets it off his card just enough so Bobbert would be tempted to come back into the play. Just in time for Swift to pop it over him. Now remember, game 2 started in a very similar fashion. Lighten Up went up 2-0, as they look like they're about to do here. And Pantheon was able to tie it up, force overtime, where they would ultimately lose. But everything is coming up, Lighten Up right now. Slappy on the kickoff score. Those count 2, and they are feeling it. Looked like Ample was kind of caught in no man's land in the back. He didn't know whether to cheat up, whether to go for a boost, gets caught in the middle. And just like we saw, he ends up doing neither, really. Touch there, Ample. Double touch on the wall. Nitro Cloud pulling for Pantheon. He's got some channel points riding on this. Slappy walks up the wall, sends it across, as Swift will cancel out of the shot attempt. Just a little too high and wide for him. Infield, Bobbert goes off. Close one, Bobbert needs to stay in, and Pantheon almost orchestrated a wicked team goal for them. But Lighten Up looks like they're ready to take control here. Ample is showing off a little more of his mechanics that he has in the tuck, that he keeps in tow, as Bobbert is put on blast immediately. Maybe he was thinking boost. He drives it out. Swift back on the play. Another demo on the field.
Mother trucker, dude.
Gets behind the Bobbert, sends it away. And they're on the board with 3 minutes left. Still plenty of time. Good play here by Bobbert, who has been awfully quiet since game 1. But perhaps he's looking to change that. Kickoff coming. Bobbert goes back for boost. No one cheats up. Slappy does the same. Good cross there. Not really in front of the goal. No shooter regardless, as we get a 50. Ample sends it away. Slappy might have a shot at the end of this. And Bobbert with the narrow save. Ample to dribble. Gets the bump. Goes underneath, but it is Slappy to help out with defense there. Swift sends it away, and that is on from Swift. A 4-1 lead now.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
Next kickoff coming. Ample gets around. He's behind both. This would be huge for them as he tries to get Turtle. Do they not award the Turtle goal anymore? Because that looks clean to me. He flips. Maybe not. I don't know. But he cuts the lead in half. Style points do not translate to the scoreboard. Only to your head and maybe some oohs and ahs from the crowd. But not much more than that. Drops down. Bobbert sends it the other way, but Slappy is just sitting there waiting for it. Touch there. Do you have the notification turned on? What is that for? For turtle? You have to turn that on? Or are you joking? You trolling me right now? Swift! So Bobbert is trying to play defense, trying to do something.
So, you like kicking butts,
And
do
he
ya?
opted for a pass to Lighten up. There's a setting about important awards or all. Well, I never toggled it, so that's a very good question. It's a very good question. Huh. Touch air from Ample. So, Lighten Up is in a 3-goal, I would say a commanding lead, just considering how close the first 2 contests were. And again, it just looks like Lighten Up is ready to run away with this one. As he goes bar down, and Bobbert makes a great play there, but still on his heels, not able to get a lot of power, a lot of authority on any of these touches, any of these clears. Slappy gets around. Touchy there. They're battling now, but the damage has been done as it is still 5-2 with 60 seconds to go. Another cross. And if Lighten Up can bolster their teamwork, bolster their team plays, then they may walk away with the win here on the series, because passes are a tremendous advantage in a 2v2. Bobbert overruns it. And maybe it's just in my head, but Pantheon just looks like they're just slowing down a little bit. Maybe not looking as confident as Ample goes to shut me right up. What a play here.
Can I get a oh yeah?
Goes far down and flips it, and this F-150 is just floated around the field like a Pegasus right now. 29 seconds left, so with that speedy goal, this one isn't over. Bobbert, shot here, goes high. Goes out the other way, Swift gets a good clear and a very good time waster for them, as really they just need to prevent 2 more goals to hang on here. Ample trying to carry. He's down 2. They can only score 1 more. Into the snow it goes as Lighten Up takes game number 3, goes up 2-1 in the best of 7, as it is Swift 753 with the Hattie of his own. 2 assists, a save, 11 shots from them, 5 saves from Pantheon. And again, if you're just able to keep that pressure, keep your opponents on defense, then you get stat lines such as this. And obviously they're playing with their backs to the wall. It's really hard to mount offense of your own when you're too busy guarding your own side of the field. So let's see what, if any, adjustments Pantheon's able to make moving forward here into game number 4. Settings, gameplay, game stat. Let me try it real quick. Ample with the shot, Swift with the save, and Swift just like that, in transition, Swift is already on offense as the teams are going, just right back into the back and forth, just volleying it from one side of the field to the other. I'm very sorry. I wanted to see this. All stats. Alright, sorry about that. Hope we didn't miss too much. Swift going back for defense. Bobbert. offense. Swift low on boost as Slappy sends it the other way to the orange corner. Swift puts it high. So Pantheon already looks that much better this time around. Pass there. Swift coming up, and he'll 50 with Bobbert. Slappy sends it the other way. Nice 50 through. It's going to waterfall down. Bobbert put in a crazy situation. Swift coming up and double saves from Pantheon as Bobbert comes into the play.
That was legitness.
So we get each member of Pantheon making a save on their side of the field. The field flips and Pantheon is on the board 1-0. And yeah, I did see the bicycle award in the top corner. That is so funny. Who was complaining about? Psionics will work on anything but the servers, I guess. Oh, and what a bully here from Ample.
Would you look at that? Filthy. Absolutely filthy.
And I stand corrected. It is Slappy who felt like if I'm going to get scored on, I'm going to take someone to hell with me. And just scrapes Ample off the plane of existence. Slappy looks like he's on a demo run now. As he goes again, that may cost him a goal. And he's back in time for the save. FuryAintMad 2021. I mean, am I wrong? Sick burn. Slappy going right back to defense. And what were we talking about in the mid-game break coming into this one is that Lighten Up had tremendous pressure, tons of offense, and made Pantheon play defensively from the orange side of the field. Up until this sequence, Pantheon was able to return the favor. As Slappy is looking to add some demos and bumps into the fabric, if you will, of Lighten Up's strategy. But I'm not sure if it's boding too well for them as we get double shot. Ample beats the last man and Slappy comes in. And I will hand it to Slap. He is able to recover very well. So, you know, maybe he should stick with the bumps and the demos. I am a big fan. I love the extra element it brings into the gameplay. You just have to make sure it doesn't leave your teammates on an island and just make the game just that much more difficult on your own team. Right now, Pantheon sitting pretty with a 2-point lead. Bobbert goes the other way. Swift touches. Slappy gets bum rushed into the play. He looked a little woozy. He may have to get medical attention for head trauma. Now Slappy with the dribble, with the pass. Swift on the shot, but Bobbert slices in. Trying to play, he gets the fake. He's going to let Ample shoot. Turns into a human T. Nice play here. Bobbert, what a fake here.
Come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me.
And Ample scoops in. And we get the smoke. Let's hear Swift. Nice catch there from the corner, but Bobbert's going back for defense. Swift, they like this play, but they have a hard time getting it to go. I think that was their bread and butter and their 2 wins. But execution is key. You can set up for all the 2v1s, all the passing plays in the world, but you have to connect on both the pass and the shot. And just so far, great response. They're battling through. Bobbert, what does he want here? Maybe going for a time waster, maybe considering his boost situation. But now we are 20 seconds with Swift on the dribble. Does he want pass? Does he want shot? And the shot works out for him. 15 seconds left. Their work is cut out for him. But nice decision here by Swift. Kickoff coming. Slappy. And just like that, I have seen crazier things on this channel. 12 seconds left. They've already scored in 3. And I think it's safe to say that Pantheon has already had their issues approaching kickoffs, approaching face-offs, and seeing what they want to do here. So I'm very, very curious how they approach it going forward. Bobbert with a clean win. And that may be all. Hold on, Swift has a clear path to the net. And that goes in.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo, Cristiano, Cristiano del área, sigue Cristiano. ¡Gol!
Ample looked AFK or something, but just like that, it may be another overtime. And just like that. All right, so for future reference, when I say that I've seen crazier things before on this channel, this is what I'm talking about. So let me catch my breath. Let me clear my throat. Ample is back on top in the MVP spot. 3 goals for him, including that buzzer beater to seal the deal. 10 shots from them, 3 saves from Lighten Up, and that is what I'm talking about with reverse pressure. Not all teams are able to manufacture it. Almost forgot the scoreboard light there for Pantheon. They are right back at it. Pedal to the metal. No pun. Pyro Pyro was just sitting back watching, but he had to come up to the keyboard and say, what the hell just happened? Pyro, we know him. He's looking on. He's already punched his ticket to the finals. So he's just waiting, watching to see who he's poised to play. And I think what he knows so far is that he is going to play a really scrappy team no matter who advances. Touch there from Slappy. Ample pops up, and what a dribble from him. Ample.
Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
Lighten says, show us how the Raptor moves, and he continues to do so. Touch there, Slappy on the play. Ample sends a boomer and a 50 to stay on blue side of the field. Bobbert puts some heat, goes wide. Swift puts it to the crease, gets behind. Ample. Swift has to readjust, but Bobbert reads the play the whole way through. He's on the wall, no touch for him. Good here, Ample. And Ample, you have to appreciate his skills, his ability. It's just every touch from him is seemingly highly calculated. What a pass there! And he's going to finish up his stuff. 2-0.
Can I get a oh yeah?
And this is not what Lighten Up and their respective fans want to see. Lighten Up has pitched their comebacks before, especially in this series, but it just has a different feel this time around. You have to think that Pantheon is riding high after that Game 4 win. Ample with a cross. Bobbert trying to drop into the play. And Vince is in the chat. He's joining us. He's not a sub, for crying out loud. And he is saying Ample's in control. This is not a drill. Ring the alarm. More demos.
Why would you kill him like that?
Ample's coming around the bend, coming out from defense. Slappy has full boost, but gives a relatively soft delivery. And Swift, speaking of soft deliveries, good play by him. Bobbert puts it out. Not enough pepper on it. As it is now 1-2. Lighten Up cuts the lead in half courtesy of Swift. Good play by him. Nice win by Ample. Can he finish? And Swift will see to it that he does it. Nice slice from him.
Yeah, but that backflip though.
Touch from Ample. Beats one man. And the second one was too much. Bobbert maybe a little too far back. Swift has won 1v1s before and tack on a second. We're tied at 2 apiece.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
And Bobbert, I think what made that play is the fact that he was just a little too backed off from the initial rotation. And once Swift got possession, Bobbert just found himself on the island rather, and couldn't do much. Pyro, I think we all liked you better when you were off the keyboard. You always talk about me and dad jokes. Nice beat there from Ample. Comes off the wall, drops it down. Swift already on the shot as Ample stomps down at him. Vince says that Ample's just keeping it interesting. Ample's really concerned for my viewership and my chat and my following. So thank you, Ample. Drops down to Bobbert, sends it right back into the corner. Swift diving into the play. Ample inserts himself. And Swift gets right back on it. Big booming clear from Bobbert. Swift sends it on. That looks a little wide. Slappy looking for some contact and misses twice. You can't get much of a bigger target than F-150 as Ample tries the redirect that they did not need. A save here is critical. But now he is low on boost, and he needed that touch there from Bobby Boy. Touch there, Swift backwards, Slappy. Coming into the play, Swift. Good rotations here from Lighten Up. Pantheon just awaiting defense. Swift pops it up to no one, and another miss from Ample. And now we're down to 30 seconds, and both teams... Actually, I stand corrected. We only have one overtime. As Ample had the buzzer beater. Bobbert, this is hard to touch. Ample goes off crossbar. Bobbert goes in. What a score.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo, Cristiano, Cristiano en el área, sigue Cristiano. ¡Gol!
Pyro, he's seeing the misses, he's seeing the hesitation, and he's kind of presuming that both teams are suffering maybe from some nerves. I don't know. I think a miss is a miss. Bobbert came in pretty tough on that shot, so if he had nerves on that in the late game, then he wasn't showing it with this play. Vince still enjoying himself in the chat, and it is Ample again on top. MVP 532, 2 goals, 9 shots from them, and 4 saves for Lighten Up. So doing a lot, but not enough as we get another 1-goal victory.
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
As Ample has some ping. It looks pretty, I was about to say, it looks pretty steady, but now it looks like it's staggering around. We could do a lobby reset. As Lighten says, you need a sub to get belief, and we will get the server reset. Let me try to... let me... Silent keyboard coming soon to a Fury stream near you. So we're back in. We got the reset. Hopefully, he means the sub badge, I think, Vince. Just joking around. And Lighten Up is rearing to go here. I just noticed their clan tag. L-Tup. I like that. Fury webcam coming to a Fury stream near you as Nitro Cloud fixed it. Tanks. Thank you very much, Nitro Vince. Congrats. Welcome to the squad. Enjoy your gold sub badge. And we have everyone in, including the caster. That's me. And Nitro is always coming in clutch. So here we are, 3-2 on the best of 7 series. But Pantheon is at match point. One more win will do it for them. But Lighten Up, we've seen enough for them where they already proved to me that they're good enough for any outcome here. Touchdown here, Ample chasing it back. But as I've been saying since the start of the series, that Ample in his zone is a very dangerous man. And it looks like in game number 5, he was able to kind of get into his element as Swift is going the other way. He's looking to pass here. He needs a shooter, but he'll get a defender in Ample. Ample with the no touch. This is trouble. Bobbert diving into the play. With the shot, it's up in the air. Ample ready to address it. It almost doubles off the crossbar. Ample seems like he was born to clip, as he has a narrow miss there. Touch there, drops it there, and there's Bobbert again. I think it might be their formula, but he just a little too far back than what I think the situation warranted. But when you have a hot player like Ample, you can get away with that kind of positioning and let Ample kind of just take the reins, so to speak, and just insert yourself where need be. As you see, Bobbert cheats up into the play and starts giving Lighten Up what for in the corner. As Swift respawns right into the play. Slappy's gonna have to address this. He's got 20 boost. Good enough to 50 with Bob. Touch there, 50's up. Good cross here. Bobbert on the shot, but Slappy on the save.
Like that!
Touch here from Swift. Ample. Touch is coming, and Swift. And I do not think it is nerves, but there is a difference in the speed and the tempo, perhaps in the risk taking. But maybe Expiro is onto something as he continues to watch on from the chat. Slappy Crosses there. Nice 50 from Ample. He can finish it himself. He shoots and saves and takes it back to Bobo for the 1-0 lead.
Can I get a oh yeah?
So 1:43 left. Touch there, Slappy in the air. Not able to get a fender on it as Swift is on defense and plays it well. Touch here, and if I may say, it just looks like Slappy has just taken a step back in his touches and production, but when he's on, that's when Lighten Up is at their best. Call it a caster's curse or a caster's gift, depending on who you're rooting for. But what a pass and shot from Lighten Up.
Can I get a oh yeah?
Wavy. What up, Wavy? You're getting me in trouble with Mark yesterday, Wavy. Your toxicity was reaching levels of 9,000 yesterday. Nice pinch there from Swift, but we are tied here 1-1, ticking down to 60-second mark. Nice 50. Slappy had a look. He had a shooting lane, but Ample, you know he's always speeding around. Nice cross here. And Bobbert goes high. Didn't look like he was ready for the pass, and I don't blame him. Ample will keep you on your toes, both as a teammate and as an opponent. Here's the thing. They started it. I don't know how true that is, Wavy. Shot and save. Bobbert and Swift. Another demo.
Why would you kill him like that?
Slappy coming around. There's been one overtime goal and one buzzer beater in this series. Pantheon with the buzzer beater and Lighten Up with the overtime win. Touch there. Cross. Perhaps another buzzer beater as it gets cleared away. Catch goes out. This is dangerous, and we will get it overtime. Nice 50. No one cheats up. Everyone's just laying back in their goals. They did not want any hijinks to end game number 6. But anyways, your boy is now coaching 3 teams. Oh, awesome, man. Congrats. I assume you're my boy. Touch here. Ample trying to negotiate it over. It's going to drop down. Slappy's already in the air. And drops it down. Swift sends the other way. No, I'm your mom. Ample plays it to midfield. Bobbert drops it down. Swift. This is dangerous here. We get a roll 1 to end it. We are going to get an impromptu 1v1 to end this to see who goes to finals. As it is match point, Ample goes wide. Touch there, Ample collects it. He catches it, runs it over. What a win here.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
And you know Ample, everything he does has to be done in style. As the series goes to Pantheon, GG's to them, and we will be talking to Bobo Boy in the post-game interview, as there is tons of respect right now. What up, Sphinx? And that series had a lot. That turned into an instant classic. Very exciting to watch. But let's transition to the interview here. Again, we'll be talking to Bob. Bobbert.
Fury, what is up?
What's up, man? Every time you're on the channel, it's a classic. What are you guys doing?
I don't know, man. We're just pulling it together, I guess.
Well, I'm sure these games are maybe more fun to watch than they are to play in. How was the sweat out there? Were you feeling it?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely feeling it. I had a hoodie on. I stripped it off in the third game.
All right, Ample's in the chat. He says that's awesome. Just saw he subbed to you. He used to be on my team. You talking about Vince?
Yeah, Vince.
Oh yeah, Nitro. They were joking around with Vince in the chat, and they're saying that they don't trust him because he doesn't have the sub star, and then Nitro gifted it to him. So a lot of love. But yeah, man, let's talk about it. I may have to watch the VOD back from your guys' quarterfinals matchup, but I think Ample's performance here was just maybe a little better. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think both of us played better overall this time.
Yeah, that's fair too.
You know, the mistakes that we made cost us goals, especially in the first two games. We had a lot of double commits that led to just open net goals. Yeah, and so after that, we talked about it, and we're like, damn, man, all right, let's play back a little bit, play a little more defensive, not play up so much. So, yeah, just made the adjustment that we had to again, and came away with it.
All right, sorry, hold on real quick. Yeah, I took that, the same takeaway. I mean, I wasn't going to argue with you too much. I did, and again, it's off of my poor memory from last week, but you looked a little better out there today. And Ample's just Ample, man. He's very, very exciting to watch, and you guys get another upset. I think as you were talking about mistakes and double commits, I think a trend I was seeing was maybe you just being a little too far back in the play. I don't know if you recall or you share that sentiment.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was definitely playing a little bit too far back. I know a lot of times I don't even know where my head's at. Honestly, it's late. I actually have COVID right now.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm playing.
Holy Bobbert with the COVID game. He's like MJ in his prime.
Yeah, it was a rough day.
Man, well, I'm sorry to hear that. How long have you had it?
Since Tuesday.
Since Tuesday, so I don't know. What are you feeling? Has it hit you pretty hard? You sound okay.
Right now I do. I was hacking up a lung when I was with Ample. Every time we scored, I would scream and then
yeah. I think if your lungs are afflicted, you're not really supposed to shout or anything.
Yeah, it's hard not to though.
Well, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Awesome for you showing up and getting it done. You guys, again, another upset for you, knocking off this time the number 5. And yeah, hats off to you. So we were talking a little bit about you being maybe a little too far back, being a little out of the play. You say your head's kind of going in and out with your illness currently with COVID, and I feel you on that. It's kind of hard having a teammate so capable as Ample, because you never know when they really need you as a teammate. I feel like every time, because when I Q2s, I'm usually like the lesser teammate. So I like to let my teammate just run it, and it kind of becomes like an extra sense or game sense where you need to know when to insert yourself into the play, when to stay back for defense, just kind of support your teammate's strong play.
Yeah, that's usually my role as support. I let him usually handle the heavy lifting.
Yeah, and Ample continues to make the Ford look beautiful out there on the field. How were the comms this time around? Pretty hyped aside from the lung hacking up?
Yeah, they were always hype.
Man, you need to get better after this. Did you lose your sense of smell and taste as well?
No, actually, that was pretty much the only symptoms I didn't get.
Huh. And that one's interesting. I would be interested to have that happen to me.
Yeah. I was kind of waiting for it. I wanted to see what it was like, but
yeah. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was saying that she got COVID like when it first came out, like when they really like last March, and where they really didn't know what it was, and they weren't really testing for it and everything. But she had all the symptoms, and she lost her taste and smell, and she said it hasn't really come back since her taste. That is.
That's crazy.
Yeah. She said like she could taste things, but it's just off. It's just different now.
Yeah.
It's a strange beast. So in the chat, you see Expiro. He says I'm a boomer. I'm not supposed to get COVID. But yeah, Expiro was in the chat. He was very interested in this matchup. Obviously, he wanted to see who his opponent will be. So you'll be meeting Shack Attack in the finals. And if you guys win, it'll be again. Oh yeah, you guys have been the highest ranked seed since since last week. Yeah. So upsets are right up your sleeve, right up your guys' alley.
That's what we're doing.
So yeah, talk to me a little bit about the preparation coming into this big semifinals matchup.
For me, it's gonna be get over COVID. But,
well, no. Coming into not next week, but what you guys did coming up into this week.
Honestly, the last time we played was our last match.
Really?
I've been sick all week, so I haven't played.
Have you guys? You haven't played, but Ample's been playing by himself.
Honestly, I'm not sure. I've been like asleep, so I don't know what he was doing.
I feel so bad for you. Ample's in the chat. We could ask Ample. Let me see. Ample said, I played another night for 3 hours or so. Okay, yeah, so he's getting the games in, keeping it sharp.
Yeah.
So let's.
Go ahead. We do warm up for like an hour before we play.
Okay.
So we don't just come in cold.
Right. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Coming in cold, it just maybe in the best of 7 series you can get away with it. The team I casted right before you guys was in a similar situation. So yeah, the best of 7 obviously gives you that extra game to warm up. But it's not ideal. You want to sweep every time you're on the pitch in IGL. So
yeah.
So yeah, the hour warm up is definitely good. Crazy series. When I call it a classic, I don't say that lightly in the slightest, man. Were you guys feeling it on your end? We had the overtime. We had Ample with the buzzer beater, and then to end there in the Rule 1. Just talk about all this a little bit.
You know what? I told him right before. I was like, I'm Rule 1 him, and I was gonna see if he was gonna do it.
Yeah.
And he, seriously, mad respect to him for doing it. You never know, especially in games like these, if people actually do it.
In IGL, I'll say that it's rare that it's broken. I think I've seen it maybe once out of at least five, I'd say.
Yeah.
That I've seen. So people stay honest. But so you locked him up. I saw you guys on the lockup. It looked like it could have went either way. Like if he would have like wiggled out of it, I wouldn't have been too mad.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have been mad either.
Because it did look like you said, like you were maybe forcing the issue on it.
Yeah. So the buzzer beater that Ample got.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know if you guys saw where he's just like sliding around back by the goal when they tied it up. He lagged right there. And didn't know what was going on, and I was like, they're gonna hit it to you, just send it back, we'll have the game. And it's like, I'm lagging, and then it just saw the ball just roll into the net.
So the confusion turns into patience, and he's able to come into the play and make the shot, and then like right after that we had to reset the server because he was pinging.
Yeah,
man, but incredible plays. I the way things were shaping up, I thought it may not have been your guys' day. As good as you guys looked, they went up on you. What was it, 2-1 on the series? What were you guys? Did you guys make any adjustments, or were there any talks about it, or did you just keep playing your game?
Like I said, we made the talk to stop playing so aggressive, both of us.
Okay.
We're doing a lot of double commits.
Okay.
And then we also changed up our face-off again because it seemed like they were cheating up a lot.
Okay. I like it. So yeah, next week against Shack Attack, you said the preparation is get over COVID.
Yep.
First and foremost, and anything else that you guys might have planned?
I don't know. Maybe put in a couple extra hours. Got to get ready for the final.
Okay. Yeah, Shack Attack is good, man. I've casted them pretty much the whole way through, and they're good. But you guys, formidable, man, to say the least. Very, very exciting matchup next week. I'd encourage everyone to come out and watch. But the floor is yours, sir. Any shout outs you want to give? Anything else you want to mention?
You know, just shout out to Ample for carrying me again.
Yeah.
And we'll see Shack Attack next week.
Nice. Yeah, I think last week I had to cut the interview short. I kept getting game 5s.
Yeah.
And we kept going back to back. Got to keep you a little longer here. Let me close out the predictions here while I have you. So 2% in favor of Lighten Up, and 98% for you guys. They were feeling it.
Yeah.
So we'll play out to those smart gamblers in the chat. But that's all I got for you, Bob. Big congrats, man. Good luck next week. And I should be able to do that game. It seems like our schedules line up. But, no hard feelings if we can't get it done.
All right, cool.
Peace.
Bye.